Another interesting tool in Naviance is this College Match page, simply reached by clicking here. What Naviance does is it accumulates data based on all students worldwide who use Naviance in their college search process. And based on the information that it compiles in terms of admission, it can recommend particular institutions, US or Canadian institutions, to students with a particular GPA and SAT score. So this is a Naviance compiled list, and it's basically saying to students, have a look, see if there's anything here that catches your interest. Notice that they even give a little bit of a description, and they even helpfully tell us how many miles from Hong Kong each of these institutions are. So that's not a bad place for students to go to, again, initially in their college search process. Another part of this College Match functionality is that it provides students with overlaps. Again, an overlap is an institution that is similar in some way to a university that a student has indicated interest in. These overlaps here, for instance, are provided based on Naviance data. So what they're telling us here is that because our student Fred has shown an interest in Amherst College, Naviance is telling Fred, look, in our database, students who applied to Amherst College also applied to these institutions. So these institutions will have some commonalities with this one here, either in location, maybe in terms of admissibility, or it might indicate similarities in terms of programs. I'm looking at Williams College, for instance, which is obviously very closely associated with Amherst College, prestigious liberal arts institutions in Massachusetts. So there's some threads here of commonality that students, when looking at universities here, might look here to find similar institutions of interest. You can see that there's a lot of data here that students can look at. Another function on this page, on this College Match page, is at the bottom where it says colleges that have accepted students like you. Again, this is Naviance provided data. It looks at our students' GPA and SAT scores and compares them to other students who have applied to institutions and been successful. And it generates this list of possible schools that a student might consider that might have a higher possibility for acceptance. So again, this is a great place for students who are still in the early parts of their search process to go here and take a look at some of the schools. Again, for these graphs or these charts here, this particular chart is based on CIS students who have applied to various institutions with similar GPA and SAT scores and been successful.